How many of you guys would like to have a Williams Mini? A Williams Cabaret? How many of you guys would like to have a Pac-Man Mini? Or a Bubbles Mini? Or a Robotron Mini? Well, neither one of these minis here are mine. This one, right there, is going to be a Robotron Mini. It's not mine, I'm going to be painting it for a friend, but it's going to look beautiful when it's done. Now, I also would like a Robotron Mini. Did you guys know that you could go to classicarcadecabinets.com and build your own Williams Mini or your own Pac-Man or Ms. Pac-Man or Donkey Kong or whatever it is that you want? It's very possible. You can search by title, by make, however you want to do it. And they've got a whole list of requested cabinets. Now these are all CNC files. Now, why am I doing this? Why am I looking to do this? Well, that Williams Mini that's in my garage, that gray one, heck, even that Pac-Man Mini, those aren't mine. Something I do on the side is take care of other people's cabinets, and in return, maybe make a little bit of cash or get some parts to help me out along my way. I've gotten okay at doing it, and people like my work, so by all means, I'll take it. So one thing I'm going to do before I do that Robotron Mini, that's a paint job, and it's a stencil job, and I've never done that before. So I went ahead and I said, you know what, let's look for, oh, those are pinball plans. We don't want a pinball plan. We want an arcade plan by title. I figured, you know what, I would love a Robotron, and I just kind of ruled it out of the books as something that would not be possible. But on classicarcadecabinets.com, you could build your own. So we're going to go to these arcade cabinet plans here by title, and we're going to go over to Robotron. We're going to go to R, so radar scope, road blasters, Robotron. We've got two Robotrons here. And let's see if we can actually make this a little bit sharper here. There we go, Robotron Mini. That's what we want. Now, this one has a warning next to it. It says the plans have not been verified. Accuracy has not been determined. So, and then they rate the accuracy on this website. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at this. This is the one we want, Robotron Mini. I would love to build one of these. And yep, that's what it looks like. So here, you can actually download the plans to do it. It's a CNC file that is used in VCarve Pro. You can also get it as a DXG. And one thing I did before connecting with somebody was I printed out the full-size version of the Robotron Mini. I've got a stencil. I've got a rolled up piece of paper that's, you know, like 5 feet tall with the stencil. And they have that on here. So they've got the drawings and everything on here that you might need to cut that file. Now, so what I did is I connected with somebody, and I'll show you who that person is here in a second, and we're hoping to put together a file. Now, I had to do a couple things to make it ready, and I'll show you what those are, and hopefully we, you know, when we go there, we can actually get that cut. But I thought this is going to be super cool. I've always wanted to try building my own cabinet, and now I've got a reason to do it. So there we go. You know, those are some of the files that they give you for the Robotron Mini. And what the person did for me is after they did this, they converted it into a Sketchup file. Let me go ahead and show you that real quick. Now inside of SketchUp, you can actually download a 3D model of the Robotron Mini. This is done by Gozer, I believe you pronounce it. He's done a ton of files out here on SketchUp, and you can rotate through them, and you can see everything that you need to see. Let's see if we can make this a little bit sharper. So I have to zoom in to make the camera sharper. I really just need to download a screen capture utility. But there you go. This is the Robotron Mini. It's nice and small. Now, the person I connected with converted the VCarve profile into something that was editable for me in SketchUp. And the reason we chose SketchUp, and I'm using SketchUp Make 2017, which is free. The reason we converted to that is, well, because it's free and anybody can do it. So let me go ahead and show you the file that he converted for me. Now here is the SketchUp file that was created for me. I apologize for the camera. I really should just get a screen capture app and call it a day. But here you go. Here is the file that was created for me. Now I had gone ahead and done a very important thing that needed to be done. Now if you take a look here at this section right here, let's go ahead and zoom in. See this curve? This curve's all wonky. It's not a true curve, and each one of those lines, if we zoom in, those are all little tiny segments. Now apparently what happens, and I'm not familiar with this, but so I'm just relaying information, is that if all these segments are in here and it's not converted to a curve, what happens is the CNC machine, when it's milling, slows down, and you end up having a risk for burning things. Now the closer the lines get together, the more it's going to slow down. So what I had to go over and do is take this CAD file that I was given and clean it up a little bit. So here is one of the cleaned up versions over here on the side. Let's take a look at that. And so I cleaned up the curve. Notice there's no little segments in there. So basically what that does is it allows the CNC machine to just follow the curve and not get hung up. And I had to do that for a whole lot of the curves. Now the guy I connected with was super awesome, super helpful. He even sent me a screencast on, hey, this is how you do it. It's like I got my own little personalized tutorial video. So let me go ahead and show you who I'm going to be connecting with. So I'm going to be here connecting with Eric, and he has a few other sites. He's very heavily involved in the SketchUp world. He comes up in many regards. He even has his own YouTube channel, Eric Makes, so go check him out. But I'm going to be connecting with him and over at his digitally fabbed location where he's made a few of these things. Now I actually got to see this SketchUp arcade machine in progress. He was currently in the middle of putting this thing together. It had been all designed and built and cut out, and he was just about getting it ready for paint. So he's done an awesome job with that, and so I'm going to be connecting with him, and we're going to be going ahead and cutting this arcade cabinet from those plans on arcadecabinetplans.com with his help. I couldn't have done it without him, so I'm hoping that I can show you guys how we actually go ahead and do that. And let's just take a quick look here at his arcade machine, and as you can see, he's got his own video on it. Definitely go check it out. He's got LEDs and even has a fog machine in it, and it is connected to an emulator to play some of the classic games to keep people entertained while they're on location at a convention or something. So very neat looking machine. Go check out his channel and go see what he's done, and hopefully in the next video we take a trip up to go see Eric and what it is he can do, and hopefully help us build that cabinet. So there you go, guys. This is one of those next projects that we're going to be working on. Take it easy.